season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for space. It's Dupree. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking to pass. It's John. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They try to get it outside on the left. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's John. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Can't get him to the ground. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the shot. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking for a man. It's John. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on! Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's John. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. To throw, it's John. That's got it. Touchdown Sooners. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Try to get it to the edge. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball on the perimeter. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards. But too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's John. Unloads it left. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They're setting up the screen. Got it inside the 15. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And now they take the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Nebraska, 14.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Gashing the knee on the right. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Dupree. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Mills. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Breaks into the open at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over. Downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Sends it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.